and in certain cases work extensively alongside some of you, but for those who don't know me, I'm Matt Hasson, my firm Palazzo, and I represented DJ and his team on the sale of Zemoga. Congratulations, everyone. My partner Phil, who unfortunately isn't here tonight, first met DJ circa 2010 through their mutual involvement in the Society of Digital Agencies. And this past February, I began forming a relationship with DJ directly and worked hard to convince him and his team of advisors that the market was pretty ripe and the timing perfect to pursue a sale of such a stellar firm like Zemoga. And he finally hired us. We launched the Project Emerald sale process, and after 5 exciting months, we all know the outcome. That's not the purpose of this speech. So, in all honesty, the pride I have professionally in completing such a successful transaction is equally matched by the personal joy in getting to know and work with not only DJ, but also the entire cast of characters involved on both sides of the transaction. And this joy fueled a creative personal journey for me. The spark to which happened back in early May, right here in Norwalk, actually, when I finally met DJ, Pardo, and Nancy face-to-face for an on-site working session. And these guys remember that day. We got a lot done. We combed the business credit cards for all personal expenses and FX. Yeah! You know, normal things like yacht timeshare expenses, Apple shopping sprees, and the like. DJ actually jammed on the guitar, and he on the spot wrote this friggin' hilarious and really good song about all of us, so that was fun. Nancy was on the verge of resignation at that moment, and we talked her off the ledge. That's good. DJ told me for probably about the 10th time that day that he owns 41 guitars, and he also took me on a guided tour of some of his collectibles. And I was particularly intrigued by his original letter from former U.S. Vice President Aaron Burr, and I immediately asked him if he was a fan of the Broadway musical Hamilton. And DJ, he pretty much erupted into 30 seconds of just, you know, straight up perfect rhyme rap, perfect time lyrics of the song My Shot, if any of you are familiar with Hamilton. So, you know, key learning that day was that DJ, like me, is a super fan of Hamilton. And I was in the mood as I drove back. I listened to the Hamilton soundtrack for probably the 500th time. And, you know, when I got home, I started jotting down these new lyrics for certain passages from Hamilton, just for fun. And I completed the first and the title track song, and then within about a week, songs 2 through 4 poured out of me as I began to weave in the characters, myself included, and the storyline of the Project Emerald sale process. I began to form concrete, situational, and character parallels in my completely warped mind. Between this, thank you for that. Yeah. Between this story and Hamilton, that enabled me to fit the new script to the musical accompaniment of the actual show. By the time I had written about 8 complete songs and a few partial songs, I realized, both on my own and through daily reminders from my beloved wife, an incredibly patient and supportive wife, Ariel, that I was spending a supremely grotesque amount of time on this. And I tabled it to get the deal done because the story hadn't been written yet. And then once we closed, I finally finished writing the full libretto, which all told is 26 tracks long, that I call Edgerton. So for context, looking back, it was a combination of factors. The creative inspiration from DJ that day in Norwalk, the story and characters surrounding a fun and exciting sale process, the success of the whole Zemoga team and what they had accomplished over 18 years, and the general, shall we say, content-rich life that our friend DJ lives that inspires me. And having never attempted to do anything, bear with me for a second. I'm telling you, what I have coming up is way more entertaining than me speaking, but I wanted to give you guys the context here. You know, having never attempted to do anything creative in my life, it became sort of a personal quest to see if I could actually complete it. One final note before we get to it here is that you know, right now I'm sure you guys are completely befuddled, confused, and I am as well. What you're about to see and hear was created without DJs or anyone at Zemoga's knowledge, and surprisingly, DJ did not commission this. Okay? He's not commissioned a hip-hop musical to be written about him, and I want to make that abundantly clear. This is entirely my own pet project, albeit an insane one. That with the help of some very talented friends, I'm slowly stitching together an actual soundtrack, some of which, fortunately, I'm able to showcase here tonight as a gift to DJ and his team in honor of our successful journey together. So, as the night's festivities and celebration continue, and as we transition here, here's a sneak peek of Edgerton that I hope you all enjoy.